and we are in Lahore. BPL was established in year 2000, and since 22 years, BPL is playing a major role in grooming our future leaders, as well as it is strive to make a positive difference in the world around us. Currently at Lahore campus, we are offering 3 departments. These 3 departments, the first one is Management Scientific Department, where from which we both belong. It offers mainly BBA as undergrad program, MBA 1.5, MBA 2 years, MSPM, MS, and PhD in Management Science Department. The other one is our CS department, which is Computer Science Department. We are currently offering BS in Computer Science. We are offering BS in IT, Information Technology, and MSc. Whereas the third department and the very last department is the psychology. Here we are offering. All right, and the third one, as I was talking, psychology department. The first in psychology department, we have 3 main programs. The first one is BS Psychology and MS Clinical Psychology. Other than this, currently we are here to have a session with our esteemed alumni, which are our MSPM students, and I would like Mrs. Abba to finally introduce the students.
Well, Moses, do we have to introduce ourselves? You should.
Today we are having alumni, 2 alumni from our MSc program. The first guest is Mr. Yusuf Harun. He is General Manager Administration, Cricket Operations and International Affairs at Pakistan Blind Cricket Council. The second one is Mr. Ali Zaid. He is Director Operations and Project Management at I welcome you both on our live session. First of all, I would like to ask both of you that tell us about the journey of your career, how you established yourself in the career so far.
Fine. So, Alizem, so may I take the lead?
Yes, you sir, you can continue.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Well, it's easier said than done because my career span is almost more than a decade, and to gain this position of general manager, my alma mater, Bahri University, helped me a great deal in achieving this, what you can say, prime position. In fact, I started from the junior level, from the manager level, and then after doing the MS in project management, I worked on many international projects, and there my organization felt that that now I have learned now have the experience as well as the degree. So now I may be promoted to the GM level. So in fact, Bahri University, it has played a great role in my career development. Over to you, Ali.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ali. Mr. Yusuf Harun, would you like to go now and tell us about your journey, how you reached to your current position?
Yes, Ali, please go ahead.
All right. So basically, right now I'm working as head of operations and head of projects delivery. So I started my career back in 2017, by end of 2017, and I started career from telecom industry. So my first position was project coordinator. And after some time, I got realized like this is not the right place for me. And then I switched and I joined Huawei, which was a dream place for me. You know, Huawei is best known for project management, its best practices in project management. So they have a full setup of project management tools and project management processes. So when I was going through all those processes and all those tools, I was like, what is the theoretical background behind it? So I was really curious about it. And then I discussed with my colleagues, with some of my senior members, and they suggested me you should go for certifications. And at that time, I had no such experience, because if you go for project management certification, there are some prerequisites, there are some proper experience which is required to meet the requirements. So what I did, I decided to go for masters in project management, and the Bergen University. There was three options for me. One was Bergen University, one was ComSers, and one was Zabist. I did my bachelor's from ComSers, and I knew about it very well. So, and if you talk about market, and if you talk about the senior members, so everyone suggested me to go for Bergen University, and then yes, I went for Bergen University. So the very first day when I joined my first class, so at that time I realized, okay, fine, now I am at the right place, and I have started learning something. So what Bergen University helped me, like everything I was having in my organization, I was being taught in my university. So what I did, I started mapping each and everything what I was being learned and what I was implementing. So there was overlapping of implementation and processes or the subjects I was being taught. Then in the very first semester, I had a proper understanding of all project management processes, because at the other end I was doing implementation as well. So at that time I decided I should go for certifications. So PMP was my first certification in project management I went for, and after that, it was like I should go for more certifications as well. So right now I'm having more than 200 certifications, around six from PMI, and I'm also part of PMO Global Alliance as well. And I'm happy to share that in 2022, I have represented Pakistan as well as Global PMO Awards. And you know what? I was very happy to see that there were total two people from Pakistan. One was Dr. Ahsan Makbul, and he was part of the judging committee, and one was me, and both are part of Bahia University. So that time I was like, it was like a successful moment for me. So yes, Bahia University helped me a lot. The place where I'm right now, it helped me a lot.
Mr. Ali, this actually, I'd like to tell you that being the faculty of Bahia University, this gives us equal fare by just seeing our alumni at such prestigious places and going, very successful in their lives. I'd like to ask you another thing, that when you had a very established career already, when you were progressing in your professional life, why did you go MSPM? And also, what were the difficulties which you faced during that time? Because I'm sure, studying and as well as working at the same time must be difficult. But again, why did you choose the MSPM and not any other degree?
Okay, fine. In fact, I was planning to do PMP certification as well. So, in fact, I was looking for the institute where I can get the proper training and to get the PMP certification. So, after a long thought process, I go. So, I had the opportunity. So, I got the opportunity to do MS in project management. So, as Ali said that we have the opportunity for the two universities, ComSers, Barry University, and University of Lahore at the time. So I preferred Barry University because I have heard many good things about it, that about its market worth, about its faculty. So I preferred Barry University. So on one hand, so I get prepared for the PMP certification exam, that as well as I obtained the full 18 years MS degree as well, because the MS degree, it will not expire anytime, because for the PMP certification you have to go for the PDUs. Because it was MS program, and it not only covered the PM book, the PMA books, it also covers the other aspects as well, as our professors they told us, they taught us in the university. So that was the basic reason, because I want to do I preferred MS program. And what was the other part of what was the other part of your question?
So Yusuf, how this program offered by Mary usually came up to your expectations? That what you think about the MS program coming go there and then go out with an MSPM. So what's the difference?
Okay, fine. So yes, in fact, she asked about the difficulty as well, because I was coming after doing my master's in economics. So I came from the annual system, so it was totally a new system for me, that I have to adopt the semester system. And so while at the time of the interview, the cluster head of that time, Mr. Shehzad, he asked me that you are coming after long gap in studies, so would you be able to do it? So I asked him that, yes, sir, I will take as a challenge. So yes, I have to do. So I have to go through many different phases as well. So it is easier said than done, because I have to adopt in a totally new paradigm. But eventually, I topped the session and got the gold as well. So that was a word by Mr. Shehzad Ahmed that motivated me, that I have to do something, that it's a challenge for me, that definitely I'm coming from a different background, but I have to adopt the challenges. So I accepted it, and definitely, as per as Moses asked about the expectations, that yes, my expectations about this program was totally met, that I have learned a great deal from the faculty. All of the faculty members, they are really experienced. They have the desired knowledge of the industry and of the curricula as well. So my expectations were really met, and I have learned a great deal, and I have implemented that in my organization, and I have made a lot of changes that I have learned from that.
As you discussed about Mr. Yasin, he is one of our best faculty from a big corporate sector, and you also had some meeting with him regarding your PMO Global Alliance shortlisting as well. So how are your expectations that you have got from this university, the MSPM?
Okay. So I will cover the previous question as well, like why I went for this MSPM program. So I started my career from the telecom industry, and you know what, I was very dissatisfied. I just wanted to switch somewhere else, but I had no direction. When I joined MSPM, you know what, it was like a kind of opportunity opener for me. So when I did my even during my degree, I got one opportunity in the IT department. So I got the opportunity to switch my industry. I had other opportunities as well, like PTCL, Zong, Jazz, but I wanted to quit telecom sector. So what I did, I switched my sector and I jumped to IT sector, and my position was director PMO, and I had to develop a whole department from the scratch. So what I learned in my MS program, that was an opportunity for me to implement all what I have learned so far. And after that, you know what, it took around 1 year from controlling from sportive to controlling PMO, and it was kind of an immature baby, and took it to global PMO alliance, and unfortunately we were unable to win the semi-final, but obviously it's an achievement for me because I represented Pakistan, and at the national level where there were other multiple companies like Fatma Group, Angro Fertilizers, Angro Group, and then Nestle, and there were other companies as well, and we beated them. And yes, we won at the national stage, and then we qualified for the stage, and the not only Pakistan, I represented the Asia region as well. So unfortunately, we were unable to win, but yes, I would say credit goes to the all faculty who taught me a lot of things. Even though when I was developing that department, I was taking help from multiple teachers as well, and they really helped me a lot, and they really boosted my confidence. And I would say the place where I am is just because of teachers I had during my MS. So I feel really fortunate. Feel really blessed.
To hear that, sorry, Yusuf भी कह रहे थे कि एक बिल्कुल ही जो आपका एनुअल सिस्टम है वहाँ से सेमेस्टर सिस्टम में आना ही एक इतना डिफिकल्ट टास्क होता है, बिकॉज आपको आदत होती है पूरा साल आपने पढ़ना है और फिर एंड पे आपके एग्जाम है, whereas सेमेस्टर सिस्टम इज मोर लाइक अ मैराथन. You are always on your toes. आपके पास हर थोड़े दिन के बाद there is a new assignment, there is a new quiz, and then मिनट्स और फिर वो इवेंचुअली वो तमाम मार्क्स मिलके आपके एग्रीगेट करके और आपका फाइनल किस तरह से they all help them and अगर आपके पास वो highly qualified experienced faculty नहीं है, you cannot expect that from your teachers. Also, we try to build very strong industrial and international academic linkages जहाँ पे हम try करते हैं कि हमारे students international exposure के जाएं. We have exchange programs with international universities. We offer different kind of scholarships and financial assistance to our students. Also, I like to mention, I don't know, Ali and Mr. Yusuf, आपने कभी इस चीज को पता लगा कि नहीं, और every now and then, once in every semester, we have our CAT meeting, which is Corporate Advisory Committee. There we try कि हम अपना इंडस्ट्री से जितना एक्सपीरियंस्ड लोग हैं हम उनको बुलाते हैं, उनको आपका करिकुलम शो करके and we try to review it. We try to match it with the current industrial trends. If जब आपको MSPM के degree होते and you go back into your industry and you serve it, then you are always up to date according to the industrial needs. Also, we are currently sitting in BIT, which is our business incubation center. We provide that for them. We have communication lab that works on students' grooming and communication sessions. We have different exposures, industrial exposure. In fact, that reminds me, आपने industrial project भी हमारे यहाँ पे काफी ऑफर किए जाते हैं, स्पेशली शहजाद साहब की उनकी बात हो रही थी. At times वो भी hands on experience इस तरह के projects के थ्रू भी करवाते हैं. क्या आपका ऐसा कोई experience रहा?
In fact, जो ये सबसे पहले you talked about the scholarship. So मतलब when I came in Delhi University, so at the admission office, so I asked them about the scholarship. That is there a scholarship? They told us because you came after a gap of long time. Definitely, as per your education, you wouldn't. So I asked promptly that how I may get the scholarship in the next semester. They said if you may top the semester. I said okay, then I shall try. So in the remaining semester that I got a scholarship because I have 4 GPA, so I got a scholarship in the remaining semester as well. So regarding the interaction, because at the time most of the time that we experienced COVID, and that was the unfortunate time. So in our time that we hadn't the opportunity that to go with the industry due to some restrictions, but otherwise in the faculty in the university, so all of our teachers, they told us about the industry. They gave us the examples of the industry as well. Definitely, so it was a very good learning because the curricula was adopted as per the need of the industry.
So, Yusuf, if I talk about how you think that working at Pakistan Cricket Board got changed after this cricket program, what would be a specific that thing that changed after that?
So a lot of changes. उसकी वजह ये है, मतलब the basic thing is that that I used to write the proposals as well, project proposals. So after going through the MS, that I have changed all the aspects of the project proposals, so that the need assessment, that why the project is needed and what's the benefit management plan as well. So what is the value for the money that I have learned from there. So the drafting the feasibility of the project and defining project scope, that what are the assumptions, what are the limitations as well. So what are the project timelines, that and estimating project budget. So including the contingency and the management reserves and taking risks, because in my earlier project proposals or other things we don't mention risk, but because it may be considered as a negative, but that I learned that the risk may be positive as well. So it could be the threat, it could be the opportunity. So definitely, so I mentioned the risk as well. So I used to mention the risk and the risk management plan as well, risk management plan and formation of team, that how the HR will go, and the communication plan. The most important thing is that after that, that I had made the communication plan in my office and in my project, that what is the hierarchy, that what is the RACI, who is responsible, accountable, and consult and should be informed. So there are a lot of things that I have learned in the contract management and the PEPRA laws and the stakeholders management. So a totally 360 degree curve that I have that I have experienced after the MS program, and these changes I have brought into my organization, and due to that, we have managed to gain the Australian High Commission projects as well, that now they are sponsoring two of our events. So this is a thing, because because the quality of the project proposals and the project papers, it increases it enhances and it tap the potential sponsors. So the Australian High Commission on that proposals, now they are sponsoring two of our events in Pakistan. So that's the achievement. And the other achievement, that the PCP is an organization, Pakistan Center for Philanthropies. This is the main organization. It is the mandate for the has been given by the FBR, Federal Bureau of Revenue, to PCP, that they have to monitor and evaluate the NPOs, non-profit organizations. And after the evaluation, they give us the tax exemption certificate. So after going all through the process, the PCP they came here, so I briefed them all the things regarding all the projects, and it was all based on these things. So PCP, they gave us a clearance that in that we obtained more than 85% marks, and only few organizations are able to obtain more than 80% marks, and we got the tax exemption certificates from the FBR.
Alumni, the same question goes for you.
Okay, all right. So if you talk about the current practices I'm following right now, so right now I'm not working as a project manager. Basically, I'm heading the whole department. So if you talk about, because I have the experience of PMO as well, and then project delivery as well. If you are working in the project delivery, then things are different, and if you are working in PMO domain, then things are different. So yes, I already mentioned that this degree enabled me to develop the whole PMO department, and I took from sportive to controlling PMO. So if you talk about my current role, right now we are following Agile, and in Agile we are following Scrum, because we are in IT industry, and IT industry is quite different. So what this program taught me, like project management is the sum of the best practices which can be implemented in every industry. I switched from telecom to IT industry, and then IT to fintech industry. There is no change. Project management is same everywhere. You just need to enhance your own knowledge or your own capabilities, because it's going to be your own responsibilities, like how you are going to implement things. So you have to map everything according to the industry. Well, project management is same for everyone. Now if you talk about significance of the courses that I was taught in during my degree. So right after the first semester, I was even confident to do my PMP certification. Even my teachers were saying that don't go for it, you might fail it. But yes, I was confident, and then I passed the exam. I had one subject that was related to agile project management. Right after that, after having that subject, I went for PMI ACP certification, and I cleared that exam. There was one other subject that was risk management. After that, I went for risk management professional, and I cleared that exam. Same goes for scheduling management. After that, I went for that exam as well, and I cleared that exam. So every course has its own significance. And the good thing is, like people from the multiple industries coming at the same place, they are sharing their exposure at the same place, and you are getting to learn, like the thing is same, but the thing is being implemented in different industries in different perspective, and how that thing is working. And this is the thing that you get while having this degree. So this is what I wanted to mention, and it was really a good experience for me.
That's actually very right, because in our MSPM आपको किसी तरीके से experience किया होगा. हमारे पास बहुत सारे लोग, experienced लोग industry से आते हैं, who apply for MSPM, who want to enhance their knowledge, and because of that we always have such a good collection of knowledgeable people in a class. आप टीचर से तो लर्न कर ही रहे हैं, जो टीचर एक सामने है, डॉक्टर एस एम मकबूल साहब हैं, शहजाद साहब हैं, डॉक्टर इमरान नजर आए, मराइश है, तो तमाम लोग उनसे तो आप लर्न कर ही रहे हैं। टू अमंग योर ओन सेल्फ आप वहाँ पे कितना लर्निंग कर लेते हैं, बिकॉज you know how to everyone has this knowledge कि अच्छा ये चीज है कि हमने एक्चुअली में इंडस्ट्री में अप्लाई होती है, देखिए probably we don't know the actual name of it, लेकिन एक you know it's a collective knowledge जो कि enhance overall पूरी क्लास का I believe एक knowledge का जो स्किल सेट है वो उसको enhance कर देता है। इसके साथ ही I like to question you like that Mr. Yusuf Harun कि आप किन लोगों को वो कौन सी इस टाइम पे लोग हैं जिनको आप रिकमेंड करेंगे कि गो फॉर MSPM स्पेशली फॉर दिस डिग्री, जो कि इस टाइम पे इंडस्ट्री में बैठे हैं या फिर कोई फ्रेश ग्रेजुएट्स हैं, या आपको लगता है कि किसी स्पेसिफिक किसी चीज से ताल्लुक रखते हैं जो कि आपको लगता है कि अगर वो MSPM करेंगे तो इट विल ऐड टू देयर ऑलरेडी नॉलेज पैकेज।
बिल्कुल ठीक है। In fact, project management is a very vast field, so it covers most of the fields, most of the industries as well. Because I'm working in the NPO, non-profit organization, definitely. So we are also managing the projects in NGOs as well. So most of the NGOs that project management जो है basically जितने भी NGOs के साथ यानी लोग काम कर रहे हैं basically यानी from grassroots level to the top management, definitely ये उनके लिए बहुत ज़्यादा suitable है. And if you come to the industry, that definitely from the IT sectors and from the engineering sector and from the service sector, manufacturing sector, every sector that they have the projects. So basically it covers the whole thing, most of the things, because अगर आप अगर वो अपनी प्रोफेशनल डिग्रीज में इसको MSPM को ऐड ऑन करेंगे तो इट विल ऐड वैल्यू टू देम, और मतलब इससे बहुत ज्यादा जो यानी आपकी चीजें हैं उनका कॉन्सेप्ट तमाम कॉन्सेप्ट है, उनकी स्किल्स है, उनकी एप्टीट्यूड है वो इट गेट हायर।
Right. Alicia, do you recommend MSPM to your fellows if everything gets higher? And you know, I think that
as for my experience, the place where I am is just because of this MSPM. You know what? There are two perspectives: whether you are going for the growth or you are doing it for the sake of the degree. 90% of the people doing it for the sake of growth. And yes, if you are looking for the growth, this is the right and perfect program for you people, especially in the project management industry or the project management perspective. Most of the right now, every industry is now having project management departments. So growth chances are always there. So if I can do, everyone can do that. So it's up to everyone, like how they are going to perform. It's not like how you are getting something, it's like how you are performing. And doing MSPM degree is something you are going to perform. From my side, 10 out of 10 for this MSPM, and I will recommend every person like it's not something industry specific. Everyone should do it if they are looking for the growth.
Okay, so we have talked much just about it. So let's come into the funky point of this program. So what's your favorite memory at Delhi University going through the MSP program?
Oh, this is going to be very difficult question. I have a lot of memories. One memory I want to quote is when I did my PMP, one of the teacher was like very concerned, what if I'm going to fail this exam, how I will react. So it was a exam center based exam. So one of my teacher came behind me, and when I left that exam center, he was outside that exam center, and he was just standing in front of me. What happened? I told him like I have passed the exam, and he literally hugged me, and he had tears in his eyes, in his eyes, and I got tears in my eyes as well. And this is really special event for me, or special memory for me, and this is really close to my heart. Other than
I can share that moment with you. But the first time, the moment you click, and then after a blink of second, the moment it rates success, then oh my God, is it real? So that's always the first certification for PMI. It's always the most difficult one. So Harun,
Yes.
what's your favorite memory at Delhi?
So my favorite memory that I have told earlier in between the conversation, that at the time of admission, I met with Mr. Shehzad, and he asked me, and the conversation with him, that was my favorite memory in the university, because that motivated me to do something beyond my potential. So that was a thing, that was the lines that motivated me. So that memory is my favorite memory of the week.
Right. Thank you so very much, Mr. Ali Zaid and Mr. Yusuf Harun. I like to thank you people for taking out your precious time for us, and I hope that you keep this connection with your university alive, and you keep owning your university, like this. And I assure you that Beria University would keep doing the same throughout your lives and throughout the Beria's lifetime. I'd also like to thank our audience for staying with us, and I hope that they have found this session pretty helpful, where both of our alumni, they have talked about the MSPM and its brilliant points, and why other people should also go for MSPM, which is Amazon Project Management. And I'd also like to mention that our admissions are open currently. You may visit our website or our campus, our Facebook pages for more details. Our deadline is 1st September for admissions. So now me and Mr. Wilson would like to sign off. Thank you so very much for your time, and thank you, Allah Hafiz.
Thank you.
Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.